Now, urging farmers to farm as a business and increase their quality as the coffee sector is concerned.
Wakulima wa kahawa wamenifaidi kwa njia ya kupata pesa mingi ile nafanyia mahitaji yangu ya pesa. Hapo naweza hata mwaka mmoja naweza pata 600,000.
The commodities exchange comes with a variety of benefits to producers, as it will help them know when to trade, and the receipts on certificates a producer gets can be used as collateral to borrow funds. Improved infrastructure ensures that value-added produce from farms are kept in right conditions to await commodity exchange when the prices are appropriate. Trading will be accessed electronically, both locally and internationally, giving traders a wide variety of clients, bringing international business to the local farmer's doorstep. The consumers have not been excluded. They will have access to produce that is free of contamination and also with the correct pricing. For the exporters, they will be able to get enough bulk produce for export in controlled warehouses within their proximity, cutting costs and making them less expensive to aggregate for bulk export. Commodity exchange is a win-win for all. A marketplace giving Kenyans trading space that is regulated for a level playing field.
With the coming of COMEX, we expect to see farmers earning more. We expect to see agricultural sector making a bigger contribution to the economy. GDP increased incomes in everybody's pockets. Lives can be changed, lives can be assured, and people are able to guarantee their future through COMEX.
The State Department of Trade is mandated to manage Kenya's international trade relations, promote and protect its interest overseas, to contribute to the country's development plans, including the Kenya Vision 2030.
We would like to see greater trade taking place in areas where Kenya has a comparative advantage, especially in agriculture, where we believe our agricultural products, our tea, our coffee, our dairy sector.
Kenya, on the East African coast, is at the heart of Africa. It is known as the cradle of mankind. It is the home of the best teas and the highest quality coffee bean in the world. It has a rich cultural heritage. It has a vibrant, stable, and energetic economy. It boasts of the eighth wonder of the world. The majority of its population of over 47 million people is youthful, promising, and innovative. The Kenyan dream begins from the minute you touch down at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. This ultra-modern airport is Africa's hub, an ideal getaway into and out of East and Central Africa. There you begin to experience its warm, friendly people, the vibrant, positive atmosphere. Known as JKIA, this airport in Nairobi has been recently refurbished and boasts of 40 passenger airlines and 25 cargo airlines. It is the busiest airport in East Africa and the pace setter for other airports in the continent.
We are the hub. We are the hub of the region, both from the sea and from the air. We have done a lot of trade facilitation measures to improve the business environment. And there's a lot also we have done to attract investors. And right now, the ease of, in terms of ease of doing business, Kenya is ranked higher.
Nairobi is the capital of Kenya and is one of the most cosmopolitan cities in Africa. Its name is derived from a Maasai word meaning cool waters. With a population of 4 million people, it's a place of great contrasts that complements its unique and exciting character. Its modernity, state-of-the-art skyline, improved technology, highly educated and trained manpower, and diverse, vibrant market have elevated Nairobi to become the best business hub of Africa. It hosts the headquarters of most international organizations and multinational companies, making it an ideal location because of its infrastructure and liberal markets. Government policies have encouraged business growth and a stable Nairobi economy. In Kenya, the small and medium enterprises is a popular informal sector known as Jua Kali. It employs over 80% and is seen by the government as a solution to the crippling unemployment, especially of youth, who number over 60% of the population. It is estimated that today, Kenya's informal sector constitutes to 98% of all businesses in the country, absorbs annually 50% of non-farm employment seekers. It has an employment growth rate of 12 to 15%, contributes 30% of total employment and 3% GDP. Kenya has officially developed government policies that assist informal enterprises to graduate. Major player in the creation of new jobs and economic growth. These policies include access to technical and managerial training, involvement in technological innovation, and the creation of a positive, enabling environment.
We've looked at line items at what is being imported. We saw a lot of machinery, which obviously we don't make machinery. A lot of it is metals and minerals. But we saw items like textiles. I mean, $900 million of textiles is what they're importing, and we're exporting textiles to the United States. But we're not even doing a single piece to Kazakhstan. So those are the areas that we would like to focus on, what we are good at, and what we can have a slice of the pie. Basically grow a $45 million business.
Just less than 10 kilometers out of the capital city is the Nairobi National Park, 117 square kilometers of open plain grasslands with a backdrop of city skyscrapers. It hosts the endangered black rhino, also lions, leopards, cheetahs, buffaloes, giraffes, and more. Further southwest is the world-famous Masai Mara Game Reserve, one of the most popular tourism destinations in Kenya. It's the jewel of Kenya's wildlife, hosting the 8th wonder of the world, 1.7 million wildebeests in their annual the Mara River. It has over 90 species of animals, including the Big Five, 400 varieties of birds. Nowhere in Africa is wildlife so abundant. Within Kenya alone, there are 40 national parks and wildlife reserves, adorned with some of the most exotic lodges, resorts, and game camps in the world. Kenya's second largest city, Mombasa Island, is surrounded to the north and to the south with clear, sandy beaches that are any tourist's joy of a seaside holiday. Its warm emerald green waters of the Indian Ocean are inviting. Whether it's any sea sport, sailing, kiting, surfing, or deep sea diving, or simply taking a boat ride. One can even join the local festival. Its natural wonders never stop thrilling. Lying on the deck of one of the luxury beach hotels, one can simply wish their troubles away while sipping on an exotic cocktail. Otherwise, one can enjoy breakfast in the wild or a cup of tea in a tea plantation. Further inland, one can go river rafting, bungee jumping, or mountain climbing. It's all a matter of choice for the thrill seekers in Kenya. Kenya's cultural heritage never ceases to amaze, excite, and get one carried away. Our Kenyan athletes train in the highlands west of Nairobi. These highlands were created to bring out the best stamina and endurance that would win medals, break records, and delight the world. Kenyan coffee is the fourth leading foreign exchange earner after tourism, tea, and horticulture. The Kenyan coffee brand is famous world over for its flavor and pleasant aroma to the rich, fertile soils it's grown in the highlands. It is estimated that 160,000 hectares are under coffee. It is also estimated that 6 million Kenyans are employed directly or indirectly in the coffee industry. Tea is a major cash crop that is grown in Kenya. It is the leading foreign exchange earner and ranked first before China and India in tea production. Small-scale farmers produce 60% of the tea and are managed by the Kenya Tea Development Agency through 66 factories that serve 500,000 farmers.
This is part of the emerging market for the country, and trading positively with Kazakhstan, for example, and Central Europe, meaning that Kenya exports a lot of our products like tea, coffee, and others to this region. It's a new region which composed of a market of about 70 million people, and we see this as an emerging market for Kenya.
And goods movement from the port of Mombasa. The port of Mombasa is the gateway to East and Central Africa. It is a state-of-the-art facility with direct connectivity to over 80 ports worldwide. With increasing demand, the port of Mombasa has added new berths, dredged excess channels, and facilitated growth of enough terminal storage capacity, effectively handling a record total of 27.36 million tons, a growth of 2.5% over the previous year. The SGR couldn't have been completed at a better time, in accelerating movement of goods into the inland and decongested road transport. 600 kilometers of tracks have been laid, 79 bridges constructed, 32 modern high-tech stations completed, and finally, the ICT communication installed and tested. 460 kilometers east of the capital is the Lamu Port South Sudan-Ethiopia Transport Project, otherwise known as LAPSET. It aimed to cut down over-dependence on Kenya's main port of Mombasa, as well as open up Kenya's largely underdeveloped northern frontier through the creation of a second transport corridor. This project will open up northern Kenya as well as East Africa with west-to-west. opening up accessibility through an all-weather road infrastructure. This location is one of the windiest in the country. On completion, the Lake Turkana Wind Project will successfully feature 365 wind turbines that will contribute 310 megawatts of power into the national grid. The project will cost an estimated $680 million. This includes the cost of 400 kilometers of transmission line from Lake Turkana to Suswa substation near Nairobi. The quest for cheaper natural sources of power is in the Rift Valley around Lake Bogoria. The valley is dotted with natural hot springs and steam fields. Geoscientists estimate that approximately 10,000 megawatts are awaiting to be tapped. This source of power is cheaper, cleaner, and available all year round. It is unexploited and abundant in Kenya's Rift Valley. Valkaria 4 is a geothermal plant that was commissioned in 2016. It is able to generate 140 megawatts, which is only 17% of the power currently generated. At the cost of approximately $400 million plant, the cost is prohibitive. To this end, Kenya has set up an industrial park of 1,200 acres next to the plant so as to allow industrialists to access this cheaper source of energy. This natural resource is one way of injecting a new lease of life to the sustainability of our country. The Kenya floriculture industry earns Kenya $700 million. This makes up 70% of earnings from horticultural exports. Kenya is the lead exporter of over 9 varieties of rose flowers to the EU, Australia, and the USA. Indeed, over Valentine's Day alone, more than 5.2 million stems of red roses have been exported. This sector employs 100,000 people, impacting the lives of over 600,000 by injecting an excess of $20,000 into their livelihoods. 64 kilos. Driver of Kenya's development plan, Vision 2030. Konza City is a world-class technology hub, designed as a smart city to feature a regional innovation hub, a high-quality technology university, smart schools, research labs, recreational facilities, hotels and convention centers, smart traffic, exciting tech entrepreneurs entering Africa to consider setting up here. This will create an innovation ecosystem with a global impact.
Consider Kenya choice of country. I have said right now, East Africa community is one of the most advanced regional economic groupings. We have gone through a customs union. We are now operationalizing a common market. We are even thinking of a monetary union. And apart from that also, we have now efforts to bring together Southern Africa Development Community, which is SADC, together with common market for Eastern and Southern Africa and East Africa together into one free trade area. That will create a block of 26 countries, we being a free trade area. And also at the continental level, we are making a lot of efforts to create one free trade area for Africa. And also the gateway to East Africa, the gateway to the 26 countries in SADC, EAC, and COMESA, and to the rest of Africa is Kenya.
The fastest growing economy in East Africa is leading the way with some of the continent's brightest minds.
The State Department of Trade is mandated to manage Kenya's international trade relations, promote and protect its interest overseas, to contribute to the country's development plans, including the Kenya Vision 2030.
We would like to see